Hey guys, what's up? It's Adam from GeekRest.com coming back with another weekly showcase video, which is essentially just a recommendation for the week of comic books that I've picked up, one that spoke to me the most, that I most enjoyed, and I feel you might enjoy the most as well. It's no big news that Batman is DC Comics' golden child right now, particularly the writing of Scott Snyder and artwork of Greg Capullo. Amazing work so far, but this week, Batman number 8. This is the book, folks. This is the one that I have to recommend to all because it is pure fun and dynamite. If you've been reading Batman, you know all about the Court of the Owls. It's the new group, the new villain in the new Batman books. It's, well, in the Batman title. It's also been teased in Nightwing, and the reason for doing so is because there is going to be an epic crossover event called the Night of the Owls. And it's going to spread across the Bat books, the Bat family books. That's Nightwing, Batgirl, Batwoman, and of course Batman, Batman and Robin. And these books are going to all feature the Court of the Owls as the villains. And Scott Snyder, but this is the book, this is the primer, if you will, that's been leading up to this event. And Scott Snyder has just built up such an incredible, intense, deeply mystifying story. It's rich. It's a rich backdrop, and it is terrifying. And I must say, one of the reasons why I find these villains to be so terrifying is because you don't know the end game. You know what they're planning on doing. You know that they're capable of doing what they're planning on doing, but you don't know what their goal is. What are they going to be doing after they succeed in doing what they're planning? I'm being very cryptic with my remarks here. I don't want to spoil this book at all because I think one of the greatest joys that have come out of this series is me not knowing what's going on or what's coming next. Because that's how Bruce Wayne feels. That's how Batman feels, which is another reason why this story is so great. You have seen this character tortured both physically and mentally the past couple of books as he discovers these villains. The Court of the Owls is a society that's deeply ingrained in the underbelly of Gotham City. They have ties to the Wayne family, the Cobblepot family, every family that was rooted in the creation of Gotham City. The Court of Owls has been there from the beginning, exerting influence and whatnot. It's all still, everything's still shrouded in mystery, but you know they're a fixture just as important as any other in the foundation of Gotham City. What's even cooler is that Scott Snyder he wrote Gates of Gotham, which immediately preceded the New 52 relaunch from DC Comics, and that touched on the Cobblepot family and the Wayne family and a couple of mysteries about the foundations of Gotham. Another thing with the new relaunch, All-Star Western, which is of course Jonah Hex and being written by Jimmy Palmiotti. Amazing book, amazing. And that is also being included in the Night of the Owls event, even though it takes place in the 1840s, because it deals with the foundation of Gotham City. So everything has been thoroughly planned and thoroughly worked out and is genuinely exciting. So Batman number 8 is the kickoff to this event, and it features the Talons invading Bruce Wayne Manor, and Alfred's there, and he's a key part, which I love. I mentioned this last week when I reviewed Batman and Robin. I love that Alfred is included in these stories because he is integral to the Bat family, and I'm tired of just seeing him as a servant. He's no one's doormat. He's just as smart and capable as anyone else. In this book, he takes on the role of the Oracle almost. When the assassins attack Wayne Manor, they hole up, and he's in the comlink talking to Bruce. Very cool situation. I gotta throw this out there too. Nightwing number 8. This also came out this week. Generally, I'm only talking about one book. Nightwing goes hand in hand with Batman. It has for the last 2 issues. I will say this about the Court of the Owls. In Nightwing, as in Batman, Court of Owls has been present ever since the first issue. However, you were not aware that they've been involved in the first issue, I should say, until the last 2 books. Haley's Circus, the circus that Dick Grayson grew up in, he was a child acrobat, turns out there are a lot of cryptic remarks here that the Court of Owls might have been using Haley Circus as a front to recruit new Talons, which are the assassins. And the revelation was Dick Grayson might have been one who was chosen to become a Talon, but then his parents died. Tragically, Bruce Wayne took him in, and he became Robin, and eventually Nightwing. But crazy stuff going on in this story. Crazy. And Nightwing's, of course, being written by Kyle Higgins, doing a fantastic job, and Eddie Burrows doing the art. And I don't know what to say. I don't want to spoil anything. I just want to tell you that I have never been more genuinely excited for an event, a storyline event. This is how you do a crossover. DC Comics planned this perfectly. They hired the right talent, the right team. This is how you do a crossover event. And Marvel, I want to be excited for you. I really do. The Avengers vs. X-Men, I'm rolling, you know, I'm in your corner. But this has genuine excitement. It's because they've been building it up so much. So, Batman #8, Nightwing #8, check these books out. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. They've turned Batman into a thriller. And that's who doesn't like a thriller? Mark my words, one day this will be a movie. This will be a movie, or the next film series they do decide to make, and they will make one. If they were to take elements from the Court of the Owls, Night of the Owl storyline, perfect. So that's it. Thank you for listening to my recommendation. Subscribe to us on YouTube, please, and check out our other videos, The Seventh Day, which I do with Aaron Holland of the Comic Shop here, talking about weekly geeky news, more, you know, cultural stuff in general, movies, film, comic books. And thanks for tuning in. I'll check you next week. Take care.